Thank you for viewing my vlog. Today we are going over the teacher interview questions for utilizing technology in the classroom. One of the questions that I posed to the teachers that I interviewed was, what are the advantages or disadvantages to utilizing technology in the classroom? The responses varied, but these two were similar in the fact that they were both disadvantages. One teacher from my former school, which is a traditional brick and mortar school, stated that students become dependent on using the technology instead of working problems out or trying to find the solutions themselves. She also stated that there are different levels of proficiency when it comes to utilizing technology. So what may be advantageous for one student may not necessarily be the same for another. The teacher from the school that I work at now, which is technology based, stated that technology actually lacks student engagement with their peers, because instead of collaborating with each other to work out problems and find solutions, instead they solely rely on the technology in order to complete all of their work, therefore taking away from the social emotional aspect of learning. One of the advantages to utilizing technology in the classroom was pretty much universal across the board between all three teachers. They felt that it increased student engagement while also maximizing the educational time spent on lessons. They felt that it offered multiple modalities where you could create visual representations and experiential learning. In regards to the disadvantages of technology, I am in complete agreement in regards to how students rely heavily on technology when it comes to our phones, navigating GPS. We have become heavily reliant on the things that technology can produce. We no longer stop for directions or write them down because we have a device that shows us in real time directions on how to get somewhere. Another question that I asked was, what do they think is an essential technology tool that they utilize in their classroom? Now, the teacher from the school I work at now, Chicago Virtual Charter School, actually stated she relies on her computer every day in order to deliver instruction, that she utilizes Blackboard Connect in order to conduct her lessons, and students attend virtually, but also creating meetings and trainings and assessments within the technology that the platform that she utilizes to deliver that instruction, similar to how we receive instruction through Teach Now's application. And we have class every Thursday where we can visually see each other through our webcams, and we gain our assignments through the platform and further insight as to the rubrics, again, on the website. So that's how she feels in that regard. But in my traditional school, they utilize the projector or the Elmo to deliver instruction to large groups. There they have large class sizes. It's a traditional brick and mortar school, so it can get kind of crowded in the classroom, and students may not be able to see from far away, and you only have so much space to rearrange furniture. So having a visual tool that you can enlarge the instruction that you are showing so that everybody has the same ability to be able to view and see it and understand it, that was something that they relied heavily on. In regards to the essential technology tool within the classroom, it varies greatly between what type of school it is, because at Chicago Virtual Charter School, it says it in the name that it is a virtual school. However, students do need to attend class one day a week, so we do have a facility. but the majority of their instruction is done at home, one-to-one, with the assistance of their learning coach, which is usually their legal guardian. Whereas in the traditional brick and mortar school, there is no parental guidance in this regard, and teachers are left with a ratio of 30-some students to 1, and therefore it can become stressful in maintaining your classroom management when trying to deliver instruction. I know that teachers are supposed to have eyes everywhere, including the back of their heads, and with the ability to utilize a projector or an Elmo, you do not need to stand at the front of the classroom. You can stand in proximity to students or in the back and be able to view and observe what is going on amongst the students in front of you while delivering instruction and making sure that students stay engaged. In regards to the essential technology tool within the classroom, it varies greatly between what type of school it is, because at Chicago Virtual Charter School, it says it in the name that it is a virtual school. However, students do need to attend class 1 day a week, so we do have a facility. But the majority of their instruction is done at home, one-to-one, with the assistance of their learning coach, which is usually their legal guardian. Whereas in the traditional brick and mortar school, there is no parental guidance in this regard, and teachers are left with a ratio of 30-some students to 1. Finally, for the lesson plan analysis, I thought that the teacher whose lesson plan I utilized incorporated technology well. She showed a video on mutation in the class, and then the class rewatched it and answered questions as a whole. From there, the teacher broke the students down into groups where they had to draw a visual representation as well as present the research that was found. For myself, one way that I would enhance this lesson is to have the students create a PowerPoint presentation to present the information. That would also incorporate technology as well as utilizing an additional application for their presentation.